It's as if history is repeating itself. Goalkeeping blunders, players getting sent off early, diabolical Champions League form, and then a big, massive twist at the end of the transfer window as well. Oh, hokey cokey. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome back to episode 9 of Ajax Youth to Trophies. Well, we're going to catch you up on what's been going on. There's been a little bit of a transfer activity, and as we go into the 14th of August, you will see there that Emre Unuvar, who would put into the first team to give him a little bit of experience, well, we've decided to give him a loan period at Fortuna Sittard so he can go out there and he can get some game time, and hopefully he can progress and become a first team striker next season. The reason why we've let him go when we don't have many strikers is because I brought this lad in on loan. Wonderkid, Dastan Satpayev, probably the best Wonderkid striker to come out of Football Manager 26 in my opinion. If you disagree, drop your comment below with anybody who's better. This guy is 19-year-old, he's from Kazakhstan, he's playing at Chelsea at the moment. And if we have a look there, you'll see that he started his career at Karat Almaty, and he has been having the odd sprinkling of games there. He's went to Chelsea, they haven't given him any game time. He's came into us, he's played one game, he's scored one goal. He is going to be understudy probably to Dahlberg and Esposito, but we are going to try and give him a little bit of game time. The good thing for him is he can play on the right as well naturally. He's not bad on the left. So there is a world where he is going to get a little bit of game time, not necessarily always in the striking position, but he is going to get a little bit of game time. And fingers crossed, because of that valuation of 33 to 50 million, if it stays on that lower side, Chelsea might even want to do a deal with us at the end of the season. We haven't put any clauses in there because we don't know how much money we've got to play with at the end of the season. We're just going to let nature run its course, and then we'll see if we can put a bid in for him. So we kicked off the Eredivisie with an away draw against FC Utrecht. This was definitely an FM moment. They had 40% of the possession, 8 shots, 6 on target, and managed to score 2 of them. We had 60% of the ball, 29 shots, 17 on target, an XG of 2.95, and we only managed to score 2. They took the lead with a Manswerk own goal and then went 2-0 up in the 27th minute with this goal. So a free kick comes into the box, goalkeeper takes it clear, well done, just needs to clear it, hits it straight against the Utrecht player and into the back of the net. I thought we'd sold our dodgy goalkeeper in the transfer window. Well, clearly we hadn't. So we ploughed on till the end of the transfer window, and a few players left the club just to bring some more money in. Noticeably, Thomas Chari, he's gone, £1.5 million. Yes, we made a £5 million loss on him. Absolutely terrible bit of business. I shouldn't have made it, and there's 1 or 2 free transfers I brought in. I probably shouldn't have made those as well. Just goes to show we all make bad decisions on Football Manager. This one was when I wasn't drinking alcohol as well, which is quite surprising because normally when I drink a lot of beer, I make very bad decisions, wake up the next morning, load my game up and wonder exactly what I've done. No excuse for this one. This transfer here is the transfer though that will cause shockwaves because Matvey Kislyak has left the club. Al Hilal was sniffing around him wanting 25 million. I told them I wanted 60, being clever, thinking if they put 60 on the table, we'll sell him, we'll replace him. They didn't put 60 on the table, they put 45. 45 is exactly what his release clause was that I forgot he had in, and we lost him for £45 million. The 22-year-old Russian who looked absolutely fantastic for us when he played. He came in and he played 17 league games last season, 7.07, and he'd also played 1 game this season. He's gone to Al Hilal and he looks as if he's doing really, really well. But we had money to spend because of that transfer and a few other players leaving for $1 million here and $1 million there. That freed up a little bit of money. And with a few instalments and a little bit of jiggery-pokery moving the wage budget around, we have signed Bouaddi. Bouaddi has signed for us. He's a star player. We've had to pay £106 million. Yes, £106 million. Why have we paid that? Well, because he's 20-year-old now, sorry. He has a good 13, 14 years in him. This is an investment for the future. As long as we don't have any silly release clauses in there in his contract, which unfortunately we do. He would not sign for us without a £134 million release clause to foreign clubs. There's no Dutch clubs could afford that anyway. So if the worst comes to the very worst and we do lose him at the end of this season or in the transfer window in January, we will get 134 million. We will have made a profit. So it is good business, but my prime focus is, as soon as we possibly can, get this guy on another contract, preferably a 5-year with an option of maybe another 2 or 3 years, no release clause in there. If I've got to up his wages, I've got to up his wages, but he's on £100,000 a week. But this is an investment. He will be an absolutely world-class player. He's already a first-choice player at the club. He will be absolutely amazing if we can hold on to him. Look at those 16s and 17s already. He is top class. He's got a bit of work to do in the physicals there. The mentals will improve as well. We'll put him on a leadership course. We'll just try and improve every single part of his game and turn him into the best midfield player in the world. So, back to the league, and first game at home in the league was against RKC, and we absolutely demolished them. Look at those stats. 29 shots, 16 on target, XG at 2.57, which I thought would have been higher. Vieira started it off in the first minute with a brilliant goal, Fatty with the assist. Janza then scored in the 22nd, Vieira providing the assist this time. Tielemans added a third before Diaz cropped up in the 49th minute. Tielemans this time with the assist. Esposito with the penalty. Obviously, we still haven't sorted his contract situation out, but that's ongoing. And Diop scored in the 78th with Tielemans with a hat-trick of assists. Fantastic game. Tielemans with a 9.3. Absolutely brilliant. Andy Diouf, who were trying to get the player right back, he got an 8.3 as well. Fantastic start. Right, let's get through a few more games. So home at Roda JC, a nice straightforward game. Shirley, 4 minutes in. Brilliant stuff. 2-footed tackle. Just exactly what you want from your team at home. Sent us down to 10 men. So we had to then battle on and get a 2-0 well ground out victory. Got no idea what was going through Zanotti's head in that 4th minute when he put that tackle in. But luckily for us, Mora then got himself on the score sheet in the 32nd, 7th minute. Ogbus with the assist. And Tielemans popped up once again in the 59th minute. Satpayev getting himself assist as well. So absolutely pulling us out of the proverbial there with another win. So doing quite well, 7 points out of 9 off the first 3 games. This set us up very nicely for an away trip to PSV, one of the favourites for the league title, and we came away with a 3-2 victory. It wasn't as easy as what you thought it was going to be. Mora took the lead in the 2nd minute, Karabashvili with the assist. The same two teamed up again in the 12th minute, Mora getting his 2nd goal, Karabashvili with his 2nd assist, and then Fatty scored in the 25th minute, Bouaddi with his 1st assist of the season. Went into half-time 3-0 up, very confident we were going to demolish them. And then the second half, they pulled 2 goals back, one in the 71st and one in the 88th minute. But we were just too good for them, fortunately. Luckily for us, there wasn't any extra time to play or that could have ended badly. But what a great first half. and we've beaten PSV, and that gives us a little bit of breathing room against one of our title contenders. And then our final league game before we enter the Champions League, we played FC Twente at home. Yes, they're probably going to be a top 4 team, but I thought we were too good for them. 16 shots we had, we only got 5 of them on target, a 1.51 XG. We scored none of those chances, not one. No clear-cut chances either. We had 12 corners. We pretty much dominated that game, and we came away with nothing at all. Some poor performances on the pitch. Fatty took a knock, didn't play well. Dahlberg took a knock, didn't play well. Vieira, Mora, pretty much Bouaddi, the goalkeeper Hulsman, and 3 of the back 4 played well. And that was about it. So very poor performance there. That's 2 draws now so far, and we've only got into the first week of September. But we've got Champions League to come now. Surely Champions League. We're going to be bigger. We're going to be stronger. The team's better. The squad's better. Surely we're going to qualify comfortably for the playoffs. Well, out of the 6 games that we play, 8 games that we play in the Champions League, you would definitely put this one down as one of the ones you would expect to win. And we were absolutely pathetic, terrible, underperforming in this game in every single stat. They had slightly more possession, but they had 21 shots and 11 on target to our 12 and 4. XG, we had 1.11 XG. They took the lead in the 28th minute. We obviously tried to chase the game, went a little bit more attacking as the game went on, and then they scored the sucker punch killer blow in the 93rd minute to give Rangers a 2-0 lead. Too many players did not turn up. Bouaddi and Hulsman, the only 2 to get a 7 rating or higher. Some very, very poor performances and some food for thought there going into the Champions League campaign. We can't start off with 3 or 4 defeats like we did last time and try and come back. It's far too difficult, and we're going to be playing a lot stronger teams than Rangers in the Champions League, believe me. Well, we bounced back against Feyenoord. Feyenoord, obviously one of the teams that will possibly win the league or challenge to win the league this season along with PSV. It was a tough game, but we scraped a 1-0 win. Fatty with the 52nd minute goal that won the game. Bouaddi with the assist again. Slightly less possession. They had a lot more shots and shots on target. Higher XG. We snuck the win. There were some good performances. There were some not good performances. But we got a win. It keeps us top in the Eredivisie. And we also have Champions League football to play again in a few days' time. And a chance to right some wrongs. No fight. No heart, no grit, no determination. We just absolutely capitulated against Eintracht Frankfurt. 4-1 they won, 4-1. They took the lead in the 13th minute, then the 14th minute. 30th minute they were 3-0 up through Larson, and then they came out in the second half and banged the 4th in. We pulled back a consolation goal in the 51st minute. Not one player with a 7 rating. Esposito was pathetic on a 6.2. Our best player was probably Bouaddi on a 6.8. Everybody had a bad game. Nobody showed up. That's 2 defeats in the Champions League. And we are repeating exactly what we did in Season 1, where we were pathetic and we didn't qualify for the playoffs. This is unacceptable. It needs to improve. And we decided to keep that terrible run going against AZ away in the league. Jansen with an own goal in the 15th minute, and then Buazian in the 29th minute, and Keith Schmidt, who is definitely a player that's on our radar, but we can't afford him, with the 3rd in the 80th minute. Bass, the only player to get a 7. Our Spanish goalkeeper, Coetlas, he got a 6.3. We're trying to rotate both the keepers and give them both game time. Satpayev got a 6.2. I mean, 15 shots, 8 on target. I would suggest with 8 shots on target, we should have scored at least 1 or 2 goals. XG said we should have scored 1.73, so yeah, probably 2 goals. We had the chances, we didn't finish them. We dominated possession as well, we were just absolutely pathetic at the back when it came to defending. We need to make some changes because this cannot continue this run. This is going to put us in a position where we're going to struggle in Europe, and potentially, if this form gets to us, it's going to end up affecting our title challenge as well. We need to improve. Let's improve. Well, when confidence is low, the only thing you can do is, when you get a nice little period of 2 weeks international break, is to play rotated teams, play against somebody absolutely terrible and demolish them. And that's what we did there. Off the back of that AZ game, we played Aalsmeer, we beat them 9-1. Brilliant performances from the likes of Mora, Bouaddi, Fatty, Esposito there. And then we played Demir. We beat them 5-0. Esposito with a hat-trick. Great stuff there. Sorry, Esposito with 4 goals. I'm doing him a disservice. De Rip, we played them as well. Again, a lot of game time for some of these players who aren't on international duty. And then DWS, who we demolished 11-2. We also had a one against EDU there as well. Because games coming up thick and fast after this break. We have a lot of games in the Eredivisie. We have Real Madrid at home in the Champions League. So that is our 3rd game in the Champions League. We need to get a point out of that at least, because we have to go away to Lille of France. Then we also have Dynamo at home, which is a very winnable game, but we need points on the board before we play them. Manchester United at home, that's going to be a tricky one. And then Inter Milan away, and then we have AC Milan as well, just to make it easy. Both Milan clubs as well. The draw hasn't been kind to us, but we haven't been kind to ourselves. We've got to scrape into a playoff place. We've got to get into those playoffs. Even if we don't get further than that first playoff round, we've just got to get there. It is a must. So, a lot of big games, a lot of big things going on. Plenty to look forward to as well, but plenty to possibly not be looking forward to. In the Eredivisie, well, we've lost our top spot. We're sat on 14 points now because we've lost 1 game and drawn 2. Just behind AZ, PSV chomping at our heels, Herenveen there as well, Pexval. So there's a few teams up there. Feyenoord struggling, not having the best start of the season. But we have some good games coming up. I'm pretty sure we can go on quite a good run and potentially get a little lead at the top. What we do need to do is make sure that we're rotated and we are absolutely fresh as a daisy going into the Champions League games. So one screen that I've never really visited a lot is the manager screen there. So we've been in the job 818 days so far. We've played 109 games. I've won 66, drawn 18, lost 25 of them. So win percentage of 60%. My contract is up in June, so we need to try and get a new contract sorted out as well. We've won 2 cups so far, so it's all going well. 69 players, 69 dude, through the door, £238 million spent, £184 million sold. Biggest buy, Bouaddi of course, 106 million. Biggest fee, Kislyak, and this all happened within a week. Fee paid to agents, 4.65 million. That's how much agents are taken out of the club. So, doing well as a manager in the league, in the cups, not so well on the European stage. That definitely needs to improve. But we're going to come back and show you October all the way up to the January transfer window in the next episode. Please remember, if you do like this, you have enjoyed it, do 3 massive things for me, please, and it'll take you less than a minute to do them. Click the like button. Definitely hit the subscribe button because it really, really helps the channel. I've got 67 subscribers now, 67. Let's get that up to 100. That would be fantastic. And also, more importantly, please leave a comment, because unless I see your comments, I don't know if you're enjoying it and if you're immersed into it and what you would do and what you would change. I definitely want to hear it out there. I'm not the perfect football manager, and I'm sure you guys aren't as well. But with your input and your help, I'm sure we're going to make Ajax the great team again. if only we can qualify through the Champions League group stages. That would be a help. My name's Andy FM Forever. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm signing out. Bye-bye.